Hey, what's up? You're the first one to join. Congratulations. Hello, Websy fan. Yeah, it is, but technically it airs on Fox, which I find interesting. Hey, Bubba's World. Yeah, if you guys want to see something kind of bizarre, take a look at this. Let's go to channel Get. Hello, some TalkBat fan. We're not starting yet. I just want to show off something. So if we take a look at the early morning hours of Get, you could see that they have America Says at 1, followed by Common Knowledge at 2. Kind of bizarre if you ask me. I remember that Websy Party episode where the others ran out of the way of Walden. That's what I was talking about in my past video. Wait, how was life? Oh, it's going fine. What's your thoughts on Rocco's Modern Life? I don't mind it. It's decent. I know Steven Hillenberg was involved with it in some way. Do you think Widget and the others had enough of the scene? I don't know, I guess so. Hello, light blue Yoshi fan. Who's better, Jim Cummings or Tom Kenny? Even though I still don't like SpongeBob, I'm gonna have to say Tom Kenny. Also, if I would have made the video, I'd like to say happy birthday to him, because unlike someone else that really ungratefully said unhappy birthday, that was just kind of effed up. Quimation's oh wow, also doing a live stream. Isn't that crazy that certain people? Okay, I meant enough sense to run out of Walden's way. I don't think they should have done that. Like, they could have, they could have at least stopped it instead of just running away like babies. I get they're young characters, but come on, they should be more mature. Honestly, if I would have known better to actually show footage of the shows on mute, I could have just done this in my actual TV videos, but I don't know why I didn't. I guess I don't want to get a copyright strike like how I sort of did back in my earlier days. Like that one rant of mine got copyrighted for no reason. Whoopsie was standing there like a dumb. Exactly. For some reason, my TV won't play your live streams and watch this one time. Hey, I honestly don't care where you watch this, as long as you're watching it. What's your opinion on Handy Manny? Not a good show. Kind of a ripoff of Bob the Builder, honestly. It's like a mix of Bob the Builder and Dora the Explorer, if you know what I mean. Have taken a look at that schedule. We'll be getting started with the actual TV schedules around 15 minutes or 20 minutes if I really want to. Handyman is basically Bob the Builder, but on drugs. Yeah, that's kind of a good point. They kind of did make fun of that on Robot Chicken, but I must say Walden made that good lasagna. I guess so, but it's kind of disgusting. Which is better, Clifford or Scooby? Scooby for sure. Clifford, it's kind of crazy when it comes to him. He barks around humans and stuff, but around his puppy friends, he actually talks. Kind of like Courage in a way, if you think about it. What's better, Cat Dog or Rocco's Modern Life? I'll say Rocco. Cat Dog's not bad though. Clifford would just stomp on Scoopy. Uh, I guess. I gotta ask you this: who would win in the fight, Clifford or Godzilla? Yes, guys. Unfortunately, Two and a Half Men is not on at this time, so I can't show it. But hey, we get another good show in its place. Honestly, I hope Scooby wins. I'm sorry to say, but Scooby's a bit better than Websy. Even though he talks and he says, I mean, every word he says starts with the letter R. Who would win in a fight? Who would win in a fight? Caillou or Bimo? Is that what you meant to say? I thought it said Elmo all of a sudden. I guess the other one. Wubsy versus Yin and Yang. I don't even care for Yin and Yang. Yang Yang Yo. Boy, Ed and Eddie's way freaking better than Yin Yang Yo. Honestly, it feels kind of weird to have me stream again after like 2 months, but it feels good. Caillou would definitely win. Well, if you mean like his brattiness ways in the earlier seasons, no, but his later self, especially if he knew how to fight, yeah. Or if you're talking about his Go Animate self, then yes, he would definitely win. He'd be like, "Take me to Chuck E. Cheese. Take me to Chuck E. Cheese right now." It's good that Ed, Edd n Eddy had a 10-year run on Cartoon Network with new episodes. Yeah, even though it only had like 70 half hours. Well, technically 72 if you want to count the movie. But yeah, that's still not bad. Hello, GamerCam24. Huh, and Bubba's World said that no one would be joining. I know it's kind of unusual me streaming on a Monday, but I don't want to do it on a Thursday like how I did on the last one. If you're wondering what BMO is, it's an AI slot channel. Oh. Do you remember Where's the Door Hole meme? Oh! If you're talking about from Drake and Josh, yeah, that's classic. Definitely from one of the best episodes. That meme is how I became a Drake and Josh fan. That's very cool. Drake and Josh is a really good show. Hello, Walden, even though you're not real. Who would win in a fight? Welcome to Pooh Corner Pooh or Animated Pooh? I don't know. I'm not a fan of Winnie the Pooh. I mean, maybe animated? Nah. Animated Pooh would be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna fight, because fighting is for people that are bad." So I don't know. I guess the first Pooh. I used to watch that episode all the time with my dad, and my I used to watch that episode all the time, and my dad hated it. Why? Hello, Caitlin. Why does he hate that episode? Does he think it's wrong to have two guys be locked up in a kitty treehouse or something? I will beat up SpongeBob. Yeah. Oh, hello, John. New user. Because I would watch the door hole scene all the time when I was younger. Wow. I bet he got sick of that scene at that point. Animated Pooh would probably just eat honey. While corner, Corner Pooh fights Pooh. Yeah, probably. Oh, hello, Lewis Pickard, who doesn't like Angry Birds anymore. What are your thoughts on Cubo having paid programming? I could care less, honestly, but it's kind of a shame how it's not 24/7 like Game Show Network and Comedy Central and all that stuff. It's not supposed to happen. Scooby's overrated. I'm better. No, Clifford. Well, you might be better than Scooby, but you're not better than Courage. That's right. No one's better than me. It's pretty cool. Pretty interesting how you want to make your channel more original anymore. I guess you lost interest in Angry Birds. Oh well. Who would win in the fight, Henry Danger or Horrid Henry? Oh, Henry Danger for sure. Horrid Henry would just say stuff in British and just scream. Yeah, whatever, Clifford. I hate Horrid Henry. Yeah. He's even worse than Henry the Penguin from Oswald. But Henry the Green Engine's certainly better. I used to like that show when I was 10, but now I hate it. I've actually never been a fan of it, nor have I ever seen it, but I've seen some clips and stuff. Not a fan. Not a fan. Are you still friends with Adam Cartoons? I don't know if we were ever friends, but I think we're cool. He does tend to bring me up all the time on his channel, so yeah. You're still into Angry Birds, but you're not going to use it. Okay. Do you think preschool programming will return to the Cartoon Network schedule? Only one could hope. Also, fun fact: Tom Kenny at one point voiced a character in Winnie the Pooh, Rabbit, in 2011 Mini Adventures Winnie the Pooh series and Kingdom Hearts. Yeah. Well, I actually knew that. I kind of knew he was the voice of Rabbit. Okay. Yeah, Scoopy. I'm losing interest in Cartoon Network, Cartoon Adult Swimming programming. Cartoon Network. He was the schedule videos? Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if he comes on the stream later, but probably not because he does late night streams too. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna stream at like 1 a.m. in the morning. That's way too late for me. Oswald is definitely better than Howard Henry. Maybe a little bit. I don't like Oswald, but I'll give you that. Man, Whoopsie's just having fun with his characters, huh? What are your thoughts on the Disney Junior bumper series from 2015 through 2023? I guess they're okay. I don't really remember them too much because I don't watch the Disney channels as much anymore. I like the theme song, but I don't remember watching an episode of the show. Well, if you're talking about the Oswald theme song, I guess I could see what you mean. Like, the theme song is calm, but that's not to say the show itself is good. I'm not a fan of the show. Though I do like how Oswald informs kids that you gotta look both ways before crossing the street. That is important. That's something you should remember. Roleplay Clifford meets Scooby Doo? Oh my god. Alright, just for a little bit though. What does Clifford sound like again? Does he sound like, oh yeah, I'm Clifford or something? I don't know. Let's just use that voice. Hi, Scooby. I'm Clifford. Oh no, Rick wrong. Like, it's okay, Scoob. He's not gonna step on you. I hope not. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Scooby. Okay. Ever since I've met new friends here, some of oh my god, I can't even understand. CBBs can Ades Victor Moises blaze a tank engine. Dude, what? I'm watching your local Fox station right now on my Roku through a IPTV app. Oh wow. Channel 11, I see. That's sweet. Drake and Josh will always be better than SpongeBob. Yes. Yes, I agree. You know, in my opinion, the 2011 Winnie the Pooh film was actually is pretty much a role swap of cat and dog. Cat Dog, Jim Cummings voice Winnie the Pooh and Tigger, who are dumb, and Tom Kenny voice Rabbit, who is smart. Interesting. In Cat Dog, Jim Cummings played a cat who is smart, and Tom Kenny played a cat who is dumb. Oh wow. I found the US dub of Zoo before GTA 6. Lucky you. SpongeBob and Drake and Josh were my top two shows back then, but now SpongeBob has gone badly downhill. Wow, seriously? Hmm. Well, at least you still like Drake and Josh, and SpongeBob is just. Yeah, yeah, YouTube. I know he said hi. I like the old SpongeBob. Yes, the old one's good. The new ones are bad, and we all know that. I found it off some Arabic website. Okay. Cartoon Network should be at least 12 hours a day. Having it be from 6 a.m. through 5 p.m. is absolutely ridiculous. I agree. I agree. They gotta take notes from Noggin, even though Noggin's not around anymore, sadly. I hate the Loud House too. Yeah, good for you. I never cared for the Loud House. I like old SpongeBob. Websy, you're a fictional character. You don't have opinions on that. Okay, maybe they do have opinions, but not on like random shows that's not part of their universe. The Loud House fan base is terrible. Yeah, I wait. If Winnie the Pooh, maybe Tigger and Rabbit and Cat Dog were in a fist fight, I think Cat Dog would win. I used to love the Loud House, but now looking back at it, I don't care for it. See, so you're on my side. Good for you. So, guys, that's actually one of my family members coming in, so I'm gonna have to tilt this down, but only for like a few seconds, half a minute. I don't know. Are you going to be reviewing any TV schedules tonight? Well, for sure. That's why I'm doing this. Are you aware of DirecTV getting rid of satellite channels and possibly could affect UVerse, which you have? Well, um, actually no. But wait, DirecTV and wait a minute. I think they're connected because I remember having a channel on here that apparently I don't have. Yeah, right now. I know it had that Dr. Phil show on it. I'm gonna try to see. Hmm. It's probably under a. Well, it's a channel I'm not even familiar with. So, although, okay, the reason I'm doing this is because I noticed they had DirecTV on the left and Uverse on the right. So in a way, they're kind of connected. But I don't know why MeTV Tunes came to DirecTV and not Uverse. Like it should be on Uverse too. It should be on channel 55 or something since MeTV as a whole, the original MeTV is 54. Sometimes I wish GSN would bring back the old Family Feud and not air the Steve Harvey one. That's what I was saying. Like, I mean, it's almost schedule time too. So I want to show you weekends here. Something they really should do, since they have 7 hours of Family Feud, they should air the Richard Dawson version at 2 o'clock. Like it's still Family Feud, but with a different host. Or better yet, have America Says or People Puzzle air here, and then you can have Family Feud air at 7, but the Richard Dawson version. Seriously, they gotta do that. What are your thoughts on Spectrum bringing back the drop Disney networks? I guess it's fine. I think it's pretty dope. I like Steve Harvey, but I grew up with John O'Hurley Family Feud. Okay, chat, I get it. Louis Pickard say hi. How many times do you have to say that? If you could bring back one old Nick show permanently, what show would you bring back and why? Does it have to be a cartoon show or a live show or a Nick Jr. show? It doesn't really matter. The old Family Feud has a 24/7 channel free. Yeah, I have that on if I can show you here, Watch Free Plus. It doesn't matter? Okay. Well, I think one show they definitely should bring back is Blue's Clues because even though it doesn't tie in with the modern generation, a lot of us older fans who grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s love it. So in a way it's popular. Plus I did hear that Steve Burns himself will be having a podcast this fall. So I think in a way, based on their new Skydance merger, they should bring back Blue's Clues and Nick Jr. Because if you guys, well, here's something you should know about me. Um, this may sound a little weird and crazy, but I actually had a lot of dreams of Blue's Clues being on Nick Jr. And oh my god, it's just something they gotta do. It's like if they're giving respect to Dora the Explorer, they should do Blue's Clues as well. Like they're basically like neck and neck, kind of I wouldn't say 100% the same, but in a way they're similar. Do you like Chinese food? I do. Kids of today need to watch old shows to learn perspective. Exactly. You got that right. I wish Drake and Josh was on Team Nick again. Yes. Like I've said this a million times. The reason why they got rid of it in 2021 is stupid. Oh, so Drake Bell's in jail. Let's take Drake and Josh off the air. Dude, that is just stupid. That's the most stupidest reason I've ever heard. They did air it one time in 2022, but that was like a 7-hour marathon with iCarly and Hey Arnold, which that was a weird but good day. But it's like after that, they just suddenly they just stopped. They never brought it back. I didn't understand. Drake Bell was innocent the whole time. Oh my god, yes. I mean, you guys seen that video where he was in the court? He was doing like a court case and he wasn't even in jail. So the reason behind that was just ridiculous. And yeah, sure, Drake did do something bad, but he's innocent. He's not behind bars. I really don't know what Nick was thinking. That was just stupid. Do you know Dance Moms? I've heard of it, I think, but I haven't seen it. And I had a lot of dreams of a Winnie the Pooh show or movie coming back to Disney Channel and or Disney Junior. Because if they can bring back Lilo and Stitch, they can bring back Winnie the Pooh. It's funny. Okay. Oh, so you're not. I'm not the only one then. You also had a lot of dreams of a show coming back. You know, at one point I had a dream of like Thomas the Tank Engine coming back to PBS Kids or Ed and Eddie coming back to Cartoon Network. I know Ed and Eddie's gone now per se, but it was on Checkered Pass until they discontinued it. In which I'm not going to tell you my opinion. You guys should know that by now. Dora was not popular in 2022. Well, I guess, but that's only 1 year. I've had a lot of dreams of Naughty Toyland Detective airing on Sprout and Universal Kids. Oh my. After seeing these comments, I realize I'm not the only one with these types of dreams, so I guess it's not weird. Maybe if Cash was watching this stream, he would understand some of these dreams I'm having, but they're not weird. They're just actual dreams that we wish would happen. Okay, I just decided to give out this extra time, just wait for people, but it looks like in a couple minutes we'll be getting started. Dora came back in 2023 on Nick Jr. Yeah, only one frickin' time. Which is better, Sonic Boom or Word Girl? I guess Sonic Boom, because I've never seen Word Girl. Yes, I will be doing the Cartoon Network schedule. I'm gonna wait another minute, then I'll get started with it. Now, Cartoon Network, I won't take too long with. I'll just take like a couple minutes, go over it, maybe say how it would improve, and then move on to Boomerang. I'll go over some, hello, Lewis Pickard. I'll just be, going over the schedule, how it would improve, all that stuff. Just a random Boomerang weekend and weekdays, I guess. I'll also, actually, let's go ahead and show off GSN again, since I just want to show off a, quick change they made. Which is better, Adventure Time or Henry Danger? Alright, this is going to be shocking, but I'm going to have to say Adventure Time. Because I don't like Henry Danger. This year feels like 2023. Kinda. Okay, look at this, guys. They actually replaced Press Your Luck on Thursdays with The Chase. So even if it still airs on weekends, it's coming on a weekday too, which I find pretty dope. Nowadays, other than playdates with Winnie the Pooh and having almost all movies or shows on Disney and Disney Plus, Disney mostly pretends that Winnie the Pooh doesn't exist. That's a shame, and I think Winnie the Pooh is popular towards Disney. I mean, we still see him in Disney parks, so it doesn't make sense. Okay, guys, here's a question. Remember that one time you recommended MTV? Well, take a look at this. Look at this and tell me if this is not the real schedule. Hello, Lewis Pickard. Okay, enough. Hello, random facts. Oh wait, look, there's more. Who's better? Which is better, Wow Wow Wubsy or Caillou? Oh, that's tough. You got me there. They both act like childs. I'll say Caillou for that one because at least he improved his behavior. Yin Yang Yo or the Fairly Odd Parents, which is better? Fairly Odd Parents by a long shot. Hello, random facts. Okay, yeah. I know JV Films told me in the last stream, the 1000 subscriber special, that this was not that the channel I showed for MTV was the wrong channel, but this has to be right. Like, look, Ridiculousness, The Big Bang Theory, a lot of other shows that I don't even watch on it. Like, seriously, The Big Bang Theory on MTV, they got rid of Beavis and Butthead for this? Nah, terrible. Which is better, Winnie the Pooh or Mickey Mouse? I don't know. I guess Mickey Mouse. Which show's better, SpongeBob or Hey Arnold? Hey Arnold for sure. That show's classic. Which is better, Peppa Pig or Whoopsie? Oh man. I guess Whoopsie for that one. Okay. Luckily, there isn't many channels I'll be going through here, so nah. I was gonna say if it's gonna last less than that. Well, we'll see what happens. If I need to stream longer, I'll stream longer, but it just depends. I normally have lots of fun doing these streams anyway. Okay, let's take a look at MTV, even though I'm already showing a majority of it. Let's start with Thursday. I just want to show you guys the real schedule here. Maybe MTV2 as well, which is down here. And then I'll just tell you my thoughts. Huh. Okay, so starting with Thursday, we get Ridiculousness. Check out Disney Channel next. I don't know about that. I don't know if they have anything special, but I guess so. Jersey Shore Family Vacation, then got the Catfish Show on the bottom. Wayne's Brothers, Deadpool, Jamie Foxx Show, 21 Jump Street, Living Single, Catfish TV, Ridiculousness. Man. Oh, even JB Films is asking about it. Alright, I guess so. Just got a bunch of movies here. Yeah, after seeing this, I don't blame, what's his name? X-Men 1991. He calls it mediocre television, in which he's not wrong. He is not wrong. Is this your second live stream? Actually, my third, because I did a test stream long before all of this. Do you hate pine cones? Yeah, they're spiky. Oh my god, Weekends is not even any better. It's just the same bowl. Oh, MTV2 though has the fresh. MTV2 has the Fresh Prince of Bel Air though, so I'll give them that. Still not a good schedule though. It's awful. Like you just, this is basically the same with like Nickelodeon and Nick Jr. and all those dumb channels, or bad channels now. Because their schedule is different, they are showing Raven's Home, Bunked, all random movies. Um, I could just show the schedule for this weekend, I guess. But after this, imagine EB the Original Master roasting Yin and Gil. Have you actually seen that channel? Like, I like that guy. He's pretty funny. I actually recently got a Trigger Plus, and it was so worth it. All right, that's kind of cool. Yeah, there's no need to show any more of this. Like, the schedule sucks. Definite, like, 1 out of 10. Actually, I'll give it a 2, because they do show some other stuff, but there's way too many ridiculousness. How about we call it ridiculous television, like what X-Men 1991 does? Okay. So someone recommend car. Someone recommended I talk about Disney Channel. So okay, that's the wrong channel. That's the wrong channel, dude. So let's do it. What if their Skydance merger airs classics on Nickelodeon sister channels? Oh, that'd be sweet. Oh, I missed one. What if Rocket Power aired on Nicktoons in September 2025? That'd be dope, but it's something I kind of doubt. Okay, this is Monday. Let's go to. I know Fridays classifies as weekdays, obviously, but sometimes there's some changes that goes on. So I'm just gonna start with Thursday anyway. Even though you hate Wawa Whoopsie, what will have to be your favorite character? As if I haven't made my opinions clear, definitely Walden. Second place could be Widget. Like, she's only second because she's kind of annoying, kind of dumb with the whole that wasn't supposed to happen thing. Though, I actually do like her voice actress. She's kind of nice and cute. Can you talk about how you'd improve on Disney Junior and Disney Channel schedule? And we can give your suggestions on shows to bring back. Yeah, definitely. And Danny Phantom made a return on Thursday at 7 a.m. Pop TV. Oh, okay. What's your opinion on Emily Elizabeth from Clifford? I guess she's fine. I mean, she's a nice dog owner. Okay, so you guys. Okay, I think for the 1,000 subscriber special, I showed all three channels at the same time. So I'm not really gonna say what shows they have. I'll just show them to you, and then I'll like be surprised or give out emotions for some cool stuff I'm seeing, like new stuff. Okay, she has the same voice as Websy. Oh yeah, Gray Delizel. That person, that chick. Okay, let's take a look at all these channels here. Unfortunately, there's still no variety, but there is still some shows aired, so I guess it's still mediocre. It's certainly better than Nickelodeon, that's for sure. So, random stuff said there's. Wait, random stuff. Random facts, excuse me. Said there was Raven's Home on here. I'm sure it's airing like on a Wednesday or something. Wednesday, so that's why it's probably not showing up right now. Oh, Disney Junior had Toy Story. I don't know if you guys caught that, but yeah, they actually have Toy Story 2. That's a classic. I'll give them that for sure, even though it shouldn't air on Disney Junior. The movie's not for babies or anything. It's kind of an everybody movie. What's your opinion on Bob Boyle? He's okay, but I kind of like him better on The Fairly Odd Parents. Does Nickelodeon still own the license to those shows? Little Bill, I don't think so. Little Bear, yeah. Franklin, no. Blue's Clues, for sure. Dora the Explorer, for sure. Max and Ruby, probably. Wonder Pets, oh wait. The one with the pet. Dude, you mean Wonder Pets? Yeah, I don't think they still have the rights for Wonder Pets. Backyardigans, they probably do. Yo Gabba Gabba, no. Alright. It's still Sunday. Okay, so that's all the channels there. I hope I made them pretty. Wait a minute. It's not even done yet. Oops. Okay, that's it. So let me check for Wednesday. Is it on Wednesday? Movies. Fairly Odd Parents is officially made by Butch Hartman. No, duh. Of course I knew that. If the Skydance merger aired, okay, it's not the merger that airs it. It's still the presidents that do it, or new management, if you will. Aired classics on Nicktoons, Nickelodeon, and T-Nick. Oh, that'd be sweet. I got an idea. Disney Channel should have a block where they air shows based off iconic characters such as Timon and Pumbaa, The New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh, 101 Dalmatians, etc. Yeah, how cool would that be? Oh, I Am Carter said something. I forgot what it was. Tuesday. Yeah, movies. That'd be pretty sweet. Okay, let's take a look at Wednesday. I know they're going to have a rerun on Wednesday. Let's see. Okay, I guess they don't. Yeah, I don't see any. Disney's schedules are just still mediocre. There really isn't anything special going on unless this is not the right weekend I'm looking at. Did you see Dance Cupcake Remix yet? No, I haven't. Oh, awesome gamer. If the Skydance merger goes through Paramount, do you think Skydance will shut Nicktoons down? They'll either do that or maybe add in variety, cause I don't know. It's either they want to add variety and make it better, or just make it SpongeBob forever, then just close it. Like, to me and for everyone else probably, Nicktoons is basically dead. What's your opinion on Brother Bear? What, from the Berenstain Bears? Or the actual show that I don't even know about? It's been a while since they gave these shows respect. Wow. If CBN Network was a real channel, would it be way better than Nickelodeon? Probably. A new show is set is a new show is on to see Junior. Oh, I do not understand that. I think you meant to say Disney Junior, and it's a reboot of Mickey Mouse Clubhouse called Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus. Yeah, I've heard of that. Do you think Scooby's more popular than Clifford? Definitely. Clifford is Wubsy pet. Clifford is Wubsy's pet? No? Wubsy's pet is that small purple thing that grows when he eats candy. Wubsy, dude, you're a fan of literally your own show, and what you said just makes no sense. In other words, no, Clifford is not Wubsy's pet. It's a tiny fleagle. Yeah, that thing. I found it pretty lazy how he threw that book away thinking, oh, I know how to take care of this thing, and then he feeds him candy, then he grows into a monster. Yeah, talk about a big lie, Wubsy. Do you remember when Mickey Mouse Clubhouse when you were young? Because I remember watching it when I was young, and it was my childhood, and I'm excited for Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Plus. I have remembered seeing it, of course. I mentioned this in my Ask video, the last one. I have seen it. It's pretty mediocre, and no, I'm not excited for that show. For example, the block could air on weekends and air sometimes during the afternoon, with each show airing for half an hour. Oh, that'd be nice. Like if certain channels like this don't air old shows on weekdays, at least do it on weekends. Like come on, this newer generation here needs some freaking older shows to watch. And yet all you're giving them is just shows that, well, aside from Bluey, even though I'm not a fan of Bluey, you're just giving them these shows that we don't even care for. I mean, you're airing Phineas and Ferb, I'll give you that, but the other shows, they're just garbage. Do you think Whoopsie is a liar at times? Oh, for sure. Wow, imagine if CBN Network was a real Viacom channel, cable channel dedicated to classic cartoons. They'd have all the best retro shows like those shown. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Hello, MB, welcome. How would you improve Disney Junior's schedule? Well, now that you asked that, um, now I haven't seen this channel in years, so I don't know exactly what shows I'll be choosing, but let's just see what we got. So I guess Bluey you can keep there, Spidey you can keep. If they want to keep another hour of Bluey, that's fine. I'd be cool with it. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse has to stay for sure. Like, guys, I'm surprised that the show is still on. Like it came out in 2007 and it's still on Disney Junior. That's crazy. I thought they'd forget about it by now. Like it's over 18 years old if I'm correct. Yeah. Yeah, 18. Yeah, keep this for an hour. That's a little too much though. Well, it's commercial free. I guess if you want to have that, it's cool. Maybe replace this hour of Bluey with Handy Manny. You can have okay. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse repeats. How about replace this hour with something like Doc McStuffins or Sophia the First or something? They haven't aired those in years. I'm surprised. Add old shows. Wait. Do you think Websy could be smart sometimes? I guess it just depends on the plot in the episode. Have you seen the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse revival? No, I haven't. Like Jake and Neverland Pirates. Yeah, that's another good one actually. Maybe that could be um let's see. Maybe you can move Mickey Mouse Clubhouse to 6. Have Jake and Neverland Pirates at 5 o'clock or something. Yeah, you can have all that. Yuck. Spidey and His Amazing Friends comes back. Maybe have okay. You can have Robo Gobo, I guess, if you like. 8 o'clock. The 8 o'clock hour should be like let's see. Um, how about something old and classic like the Imagination Movers? Like that show's not bad. Certainly better than the freaking Wiggles, in my opinion. Man, this schedule's a mess. Let's see. I didn't know Mickey Mouse Clubhouse came back at 9 o'clock. Actually. Oh, there's some more choices. Thank you. Wait, hang on. More comments. Maybe on Disney Junior have a couple hours of the Book of Pooh, New Adventures Winnie Pooh. That's not a bad choice. Maybe you can have the Book of Pooh at 9 o'clock. And then at 10, yeah, you can have Octonauts at 10. I know this is off the clock, but if they were to like make it like this, it's cool. Super Kitties you can keep for an hour, and then like at 12 o'clock you can have. Jeez, how many times are they repeating this show? I thought it was only on at 5 o'clock. Jeez. 9 at 12 you can have Special Agent Oso. What's that? Puppy Dog Pals? All right, sure. Puppy Dog Pals at 1 o'clock, and then like 2 o'clock you can have Pupstruction. 3 o'clock. Okay, this is too much of a show. Backpack is funny when she's angry and Granimate. Okay. Nighttime air with the old classics. What about PB&J Otter? All right, I guess you can have PB&J Otter at 3 o'clock. That's not bad. Roly Poly Oly Chuggington. Oh God, not Chuggington. I don't even want to add in Chuggington, but I guess if they want to have it for half an hour, fine, or an hour, whatever. I just don't like that show. It ripped off Thomas, which is way better. Super Kitties you could have, and then maybe an hour of Roly Poly Oly. Maybe even have an hour or two of My Friends Tigger and Pooh and Little Einsteins. Oh, I forgot about Little Einsteins. I mentioned that in my last Ask episode. How could I forget? All right, 6 o'clock through 8 o'clock, you can have that. Whatever. JoJo's I don't know if they'll even bring that one back. To be honest, kids don't care about the classics. The thing is, networks like Nick and Disney still targeted kids networks like CNN and Boomerang now targeted the adults. Huh. Honestly, I kind of don't really understand that in a way. Like Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, and Cartoon Network are basically the same for all of them. So, yeah, I don't know. But it's kind of weird how Cartoon Network and Boomerang are targeting towards adults more. Maybe that's why they gain variety, because like kids don't really watch Cartoon Network as much. Well, if that's the case, they should just tone down on Gumball and Teen Titans Go. Patrick, Wubsy, Ed, dumb. Patrick and Whoopsie are dumb. Ed's dumb, but he's actually funny. Stanley? Oh yeah, Stanley's another good one. I don't know if they have rights to that, but you can have it at 8 o'clock. Sure. Yeah, this is Junior. Only has one Playhouse Disney show on the schedule now, and that's Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. That's kind of crazy, though. Like, they gotten rid of all the other Playhouse Disney shows. But I'm shocked they still have one to this day. That's kind of like the same thing how I feel about GSN keeping stuff like Chain Reaction, America Says, People Puzzler, etc. Chain Reaction especially. If you went back in time with a time machine, would you see those rare nighttime bumpers in Disney Channel's old shows? Oh, if that would have happened, that'd be sweet. I guess from like 9 p.m. all the way up until midnight. Wait, it's only 3 more hours. Maybe have like a nice. Someone mentioned before they have a nighttime block of classics, so they could do that for the last 6 hours. That'd be last 3 hours. That'd be sweet. Actually, you recently got Hulu Live. That's cool. Scooby Doo as oh my god, those guys. So yeah, basically what I'm seeing from all your guys' comments, that's basically how I would improve this channel. I mean, well, for Disney Junior at least. I mean, it's still okay, but I wish they would include more stuff. Like there's a little bit too much Bluey. Like still, much like with other popular shows, if they want to have Bluey on for like like 2 hours, 2 or 3 hours. Well, 3 hours is a bit much. 2 hours is fine, but anything more than that is just gonna get annoying. Same with Disney Junior. Oh, do the same thing with Disney Junior or Playhouse Disney. How you improve? There's no Playhouse Disney. They replaced it with Disney Junior, and I already did that too. So now I can watch Junior and channel CN, PBS Kids, Nick and Nick Jr. They don't air a lot of Teen Titans Go anymore. I don't know why they still airing a lot of Gumball. They probably just lazy. You're actually right, yeah. And what I don't understand is that they're able to throw in more shows, but it's like for Gumball, they just it it's like in a way, okay, they have 11 hours, right? So they use 8 of the hours with other shows, Adventure Time, regular show, Gumball. No, Adventure Time, regular show, Teen Titans Go, Scooby Doo shows, and then they had like 2 hours left. They're like, we got to include some more stuff. You know what? Let's just do Gumball. You know what? Yeah, let's just do it. Why not? I do agree with that. One thing I don't like about Disney Junior now is that when they air Mickey Mouse Clubhouse episodes from season one, they just have the Disney Junior logo instead of Playhouse Disney logo. Yeah, that's a bit weird and bizarre. Like Playhouse Disney and early Disney Junior shows for a whole week. Okay, imagine Ed is happy. Ed is happy once more. Oh my. Honestly, I'm actually having so much fun with this stream. I think I should just do it for 2 hours. I mean, two through well, I mean, it's still kind of possible. I mean, it's 2:52, so there's still time here. Yeah, it depends. I'll think about it kind of. I think they should also add Henry Hugglemonster Vampiria. Oh, I forgot about Henry Hugglemonster. Monster. They could probably do that at 9 o'clock. Bear in the Big Blue House. That's a good one. They got to put that on as well. Do you think Skydance should fire Brian Robbins as president as Nick? Oh my God, yes. But it's not really his fault with the schedules. You might want to blame that on John Flannery. Yeah, when they are Mickey Mouse Clubhouse at the end of each episode for the first 2 seasons, they showed the Disney Junior logo instead of Playhouse Disney One. Add someone else who would care. You are so right, random facts. Whoopsie say that? I am more happy, Ed Boy. Hey, only Rolf calls him Ed Boy. You better not steal Rolf's lines. Higgly Town Heroes. Oh, that show is just stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I wish Nick was only 1/3 SpongeBob, 20% Loud House, 50% new shows. How about 50% other shows? Like, yeah, you can have new shows, but add in some classics. Like, don't you guys find it bizarre how even though all the old shows are gone off of Nickelodeon, they still have the first 3 seasons of SpongeBob? It's like that's the only old thing that's still on the channel. Like, let's see if I can pull a random episode up. Well, that's if they're not in the way of these freaking movies. Oh my god. Agreed. Thomas and Friends and Dragon Tales Fan 2007. Do you watch Disney Junior? No, I do not. Though I kind of plan to tune into a bit of it, especially when it comes to Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, just for some memories. Rolf, whoopsie, Rolf, shut up! I was not talking to you. Oh, you dare tell Rolf to shut up? I'll give you the hat of discipline, yellow thing. The only thing I don't like about Disney Junior when they have Mickey Mouse season one and all that. Wait, let's read it. They have Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Season 1 that they have in 69 into the 4x4. It was not made in 16:9. It was made in 4x3. Why? How would I improve Disney Channel? Alright. Oh, thought I skipped it. I know I should do weekends too, but when it comes to these channels, I'm not. I wouldn't say I'm. What? I wouldn't say I'm interested in. I'm familiar with. I'll just do Friday as a main example. Trust me, Bluehead. Okay, so we start with Bluey here. To be honest, if they want to have 2 hours of Bluey, fine. They can have 2 hours, even though it's. Wait a minute. That's early in the morning though. How about keep it? Because this will still. Oh my god, this will still be here. So maybe at 12, Disney Junior. Maybe you can have like Jake and Neverland Pirates. 1 o'clock could be Bluey. 2 o'clock. It has to be Disney Junior based shows. How about like Handy Manny? And then wait. No, they should have Mickey Mouse Clubhouse on the main channel. Yeah, that'd be sweet. Bluey's an okay show. All right. That's in your opinion. Hang on. Monday could be Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Tuesday could be Jake. Wednesday could be Chuggington. Thursday could be Special Agent Ojo. Yeah, Special Agent Oso. Friday, out of the box. Saturday can be Johnny and the Sprites. What about Sunday? What's better, Gravity Falls or Adventure Time? I'm gonna have to say Adventure Time. I don't like Gravity Falls. Maybe have half an hour of Junction and Bear in the Big Blue House. Oh my god, why do I keep forgetting Bear in a Big Blue House? That's like a preschool show everyone loves. Wow. Okay, how about instead 12 a.m. could be Bear in a Big Blue House, 1 a.m. could be Bluey, 2 a.m. could be Jungle Junction. There you go. And then Big City Greens could stay there. Moist doing a live stream. I'm going to continue watching mine because it's a bit more slice of life on your streams. Moisture streams is literally like a bug party, a big party. All right, that's sweet. It's kind of fine. 10% Mighty Be 10% Cash Scratch and 30% other. Well, if it's your way of changing up your variety, sure, but I think 10% of both is a bit much, especially since both of those shows have pretty they don't have a lot of episodes. Let's put it that way. Say Hey Arnold. Hey Arnold. We would probably be fine with a block called Nick SpongeBob for only 2 hours. Then Nicktoons will go back to normal programming. Yes, I like what you're thinking there. Maybe 5%. If you mean for like a whole day, maybe more like 2%. They could air for an hour. That's fine with me. But any more than that could be a little annoying. In other words, it would get a little bit tiring after a while. If CBN Network was a real channel and added so many cartoon classics, would that be dope? Oh, sure. Dumbrick. There's literally free live streams going on at the same time. I don't know which one. Let's delete those yours. Moises and Kwai. Moises? Never heard of that guy. Okay, we're going back to this. So Big City Green stay there. Kif could stay there. All right, this is on the main Disney Channel, so yeah, you can keep an hour. Go ahead. Maybe have Pupstruction get an hour here. Then, let's just leave this hour alone. But maybe replace this hour with Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Yeah, sure, you can have all these. It's fine to have variety. Yada yada. Oh my God! It actually does air on the main channel. I thought I was exaggerating. If Blue's Clues came on Nick Jr., that'd be great. What's your opinion on Pupstruction? Never seen it. What Adventure Time character do you find irritating? I guess in a way, Ice King. He's kind of annoying. That's not the original. It's actually the revival, huh? CBN is Andrew Tomette. Wait, what? Oh, I see what you guys are meaning. Hang on. Oh, wow. I can't believe they lied to me. Is this the Plus show? Because I saw on the air date it said 25. Frickin' guide, man. Why do you have to keep lying? You literally just tricked me. All right. CBN is a Viacom channel, which it show like SpongeBob and all that. Okay. Now I see why you're called Random Facts. Wow. I am actually mad now. I'm not even gonna touch that. So let's move on here. This is a lot of Bluey. Why can't they replace some of this with hang on. Nope, it's still the same for Thursday. Wow. To be fair, I also got tricked. Yeah. Someone tell Lewis Picker that it's not real. Okay, so see guys, this is what I'm saying. I'm not really that familiar with Disney Channel now. So maybe include some live action shows like Jessie or Shake It Up or Wizards of Waverly Place for these times. Cause as it sees here, there's no variety. It's just a this is the only live action show they have. Jessie. That is it. That's terrible. Did you ever have a Clifford plush? No. I'm saying what if. Yeah. Liv and Maddie? Oh yeah. That show. That show that literally has a girl playing both those characters. To be fair, I found that show very weird. Like oh, look, I get it. Based on her appearance, it was different. Like I believe Liv was the one with her hair down and she didn't have glasses, and then Maddie was a girl with the ponytail and she had glasses. Even if that was different, it's still weird seeing it as the same person. So yeah, that's a very weird show. They also have Electric Boom and Wizards of Waverly Place. They didn't have Wizards of Waverly Place. That was Wizards Beyond Waverly Place. Maybe 1/4 Phineas and Ferb, at least 1/3 live action shows. Wait, so if you mean 1/4, you mean 6 hours of Phineas and Ferb? That's too much. Do you like Bojangles? I've never heard New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, sure, you can have that as one of these hours. Bunked. Wait, is that a Oh, it's a live action show. Okay, I guess they have more than Jesse. My bad. Yeah, sure, you can have that on. You can have Electric Boom. Replace a whole bunch of these Big City Greens and Bluey. I'm not even a fan of either of these shows. It is an old show. Yeah, I know it's an old show. Beyond, yeah. I know Liv and Maddie is an old show, but it's weird. Look, if they want to have it, like, let's say the 5 o'clock hour, or wait a minute, what place is that? Okay, yeah, maybe air it at 7 o'clock. Sure, but I'm not even gonna watch it because it's weird. 6 o'clock could be like Phineas and Ferb. 5 o'clock, how about Fish Hooks? Or yeah, something like that. Um, do you know? Duh, whoopsie, of course I know them, and they suck. Raven's Home, yeah. Okay, where do you guys see Raven's Home? Like I'm looking everywhere on Disney Channel, I don't see it. Can you give me an exact day and time it's actually on? Because I want to see this. Which is better, Dora or Kylan? Neither. Neither. Lewis Pickard, I cannot understand your comments. It's on another day of the week. I was actually close to like pressing this button, the B square, and searching it up, but that's gonna take me away from the guide. Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. Okay, let's go to Tuesday. I know it's around the late night hours. In other words, there we go. There it is. So it's only on Tuesdays, I guess. Hold up, guys. We're gonna do something we've never done on my channel before. Do you think Disney Junior should still be a block on Disney Channel, or discontinue to have it be the Disney Junior 24-hour channel? To be honest, I don't really care. Wow. How many percent of Bluey would you put in it? Well, how much is how much would 3 hours be? Would that be like 10% or something? So they're literally having it 2 times. That's a shame. Poor Felix, man. Poor Felix Avitia. Poor dude. Like his show doesn't deserve to be on that small. Like I feel bad for Felix and the girl that plays Ivy. The other characters I don't care for, especially Raven. You should do the same with Hey Arnold. Yeah, that too. Wow, I spent a lot of time with Disney Channel. We need to move on here. Let's go to Friday. Yeah, let's go to Friday. We're gonna go to midnight. If it airs on Nicktoons again, 12.5% a day. Oh, did you calculate that? All right. I never took in a look at. I never actually calculated the percentages of how many hours they're aired per day, since every day is 24 hours. Duh, but that's not clever, I must say. If it airs on Nicktoons, I doubt it, but they really should do that. I know 2 years ago they brought it back for what was it? The Super Bowl day. That was sweet, but that was only for like one day, so that was kind of bad. Okay, so let's just quickly look at Cartoon Network over here. There's probably not any changes for weekdays and weekends. They do change the Scooby-Doo stuff, but that's not very important. Oh, there's weirdly an extra episode of Teen Titans Go at 2 o'clock. Oh, there's more. Pop TV's airing Danny Phantom on Thursday. Okay. The Nickelodeon channel is basically a Nick movie channel now. Exactly. Because it also teaches adults lessons. Okay. 2 days on Teen Nick. Yeah, I remember doing that. Now, a random fact, guys. Headache. I don't know if he had numbers in his title, but that guy actually commented on that video, or in one of my videos telling me about that. I know you guys don't recognize him, but he's the guy that made those old videos with face and even a couple noggin videos. In other words, I have seen his channel back then. So the fact that he's still on YouTube and he checked me out too, that's crazy. I was responding to Lewis Pickard. Oh. Would you love to see Drake and Josh on Teen Nick? I want it back. Don't we all? Don't we all? Like, I've already ranted about that. I'm not going to talk about it again. Yeah, so Cartoon Network is basically the same. There's no changes, really. I don't know if I should say how it would improve. I mean, I've done it multiple times. All I would say is replace some gumball and you got a better schedule. It planned to come back on March 2023. Oh, wait a minute. I think I recognize that. Wasn't it like scheduled to air from like 4 through 6 a.m. on weekdays, and then they just replaced it with Sam and Cat? Because if it was, I do remember that very well. Oh, they have a Steven Universe marathon. To be honest, guys, I don't care for Steven Universe. The only episode I like is that non-canon episode with Uncle Grandpa, but that's it. That's the only episode of the show, of the entire show, I like. You should really do how to improve Boomerang. Wow, some Wally fan. I didn't know you were still in the stream, but all right. Yeah, I'll do that, but really quickly, I want to redo how I would improve on Adult Swim because I noticed from your comment on that video, I was missing a bunch of shows, so I want to redo it. First, should Nick Jr. rebrand back to Noggin? Yeah, I wish, but I don't think they will. Okay, so I know I've mentioned before that yeah, these Fox shows do well, and I do think they should get 90 minutes. I'm gonna change this up. I understand they do well, but I think they should air an hour each. So if you want to have 13 hours of Adult Swim, hey, I'm not stopping you, but you need to add in some more shows. So, for instance, you can have King of the Hill at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, Bob's Burgers, 7 o'clock, Family Guy, 8 o'clock, American Dad, 9 o'clock, Futurama, 10 o'clock, Rick and Morty, 11 o'clock, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, 12 o'clock, Robot Chicken, 1 o'clock, how about something like, I don't want to say the Brack Show. I don't think that show has a lot of episodes. How about, you can have Space Ghost Coast to Coast at 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock, you can have Squidbillies. 3 o'clock, you can, I don't want to say you can repeat shows. Unless if they want to have 10 shows, then it's fine. So 3 o'clock, so 3 o'clock, you can have Bob's Burgers. 4 o'clock, you can have Family Guy. 5 o'clock, King of the Hill. That's fine. Now, I know from what I did, the how I would improve Boomerang, I always tend to say, like, put a random show on this slot. So you guys, especially some Top Cat fans, gonna have to help me out to telling me what shows is possible to include. Even if the shows, even if it involves certain shows that they don't have the rights to right now, sadly. In my opinion, on weekends, Boomerang should bring back the morning schedule. Oh. Wow, that's a lot of long comments. Okay, weekends. So, Saturday, it's mainly fine, mostly fine. Actually, this is Friday. So, you can have an hour working at a Hill, an hour of Bob's Burgers, an hour of Family Guy, an hour of American Dad, an hour of Futurama. Rick and Morty, yeah, you can keep that there. 10 o'clock, how about put in the Brack Show? And then, Toonami. I guess having 2 hours of Futurama is good. So maybe you can replace that other hour with Cartoon Planet. That's some. Well, I know it's not really for adults per se. But then again, they do the exact same thing with the Brack Show, even though it doesn't have any cussing in it and, like, bad stuff. Although, Pete Smith made it, so I don't know. I guess it could have some of that, but not really. Okay, Sunday. Sunday's different. So, I guess technically the same thing, but for Toonami, from midnight through 4 a.m., you can have stuff like Mike Tyson's Mysteries and the Brack Show again. No, I already said the Brack Show. What are 3 more adult shows they should bring back that don't have a lot of episodes? I don't want to say Mike Tyson Mysteries. How about if they still have the rights to it, Moral Oral? And then 2 a.m. you can have like I really don't want to. Well, I know Sunday they have marathons, but this is what I would mean if they canceled the marathons. So, like, um, I don't want to say that one. Man, I'm really trying to think what adult shows that I haven't mentioned yet that could belong to weekends. Oh, how about Smiling Friends? There we go, Smiling Friends. And then 3 o'clock, you're gonna have Okay, they want to have Robot Chicken. Fine, have an hour of Robot Chicken, whatever. Okay, so now I think we should finally move on to Boomerang. Many people have been talking about Boomerang, so I'm gonna go ahead and dig into it. Now, do you guys really need? Do you guys really? Yeah, do you guys really need to take a look at the? Do you guys want me to show you like how it is normally first, or because I don't think there's many changes going on. The only change I could think of is Jabberjaw being at 6 a.m. in which, yeah, it's okay, but I'm wondering if this will start a rotation with um, other classics like Wacky Races and Top Cat, and I wish, I freaking wish, Wally Gator, even though they probably lost the rights to that, which I did hear ever since Dave Byer left. I think they did lose the tapes. They lost the rights, which is very sad. Keep Looney Tunes at 5 and 6. It's just for a week. Wait a minute. Are you saying that for Jabberjaw? Hold up. Wait, I don't have that next week's schedule, so I can't show you. Okay, I'm just gonna say. Okay, this is actually the last channel too, because everything else I've shown before. Well, in that case, I could just tell you what shows should be in those respective slots. Um Wait, aren't they doing that for Shark Week? Like how they did back in what was it, 2023? Was it 2023 or 2024? I looked at Turner IPA schedule, and next week it'll be the Flintstone Kids. Well, I guess I don't mind that, to be honest. Okay, so I. Oh, Jabberjaw, yeah, because Shark Week. Yeah, I knew that. At least they're not replacing Yogi Bear this time. Like that'd be a shame. Okay, I think just to refresh your guys' memories, I'm just gonna wait a minute. Oh, I guess I can actually show you this. Never mind. Let's see. Is it still there? Nope, it's the Flintstone Kids. Okay. So I'm not gonna show the week with Jabberjaw then. But hold up. Let's go back to Friday. So they did have Jabberjaw at 6, but also they have it. Oh, the new Scooby Doo movies is back. That's sweet. They have it at 7 o'clock, replacing the Jetsons, which I find pretty cool. So because of that, I won't be showing the how it would improve thing for this said week. See if everything else is the same over here. And it's a big shame they got rid of the classic Cartoon Network shows. I will be talking about that later when I tell you how it would improve this. Let's just start with this. I just want to speed through it quickly just to see if there's any changes. So I'm not going to be explaining what shows are on or whatever. All right, it's clear. I'm just going to be streaming for 2 hours. I made up my mind. I know I tell you guys the schedules for the stream, but those are basically like rough drafts in a way. In other words, that's just my first idea. If I wish to shuffle things around and make the stream longer, then I'll do that. It's not lies, it's just some sudden changes. I hope you all understand. CN shows is still on Saturday mornings at 4 a.m. Just for Ben 10, which is kind of a shame. It should really be on at this is Ian. Really should be on at 4 a.m. on Sundays too. It would only make sense. Huh. It's kind of weird for Popeye. Gets half an hour and then we get the shorts. That's just how my guide is, guys. I can't do anything to control it. Should Nick Rewind come back? For sure, but I doubt it. Wait a minute. Didn't what's his name? Jason the cartoon fan say that Wacky Races was coming back? You gotta check that out. That's on Sunday. I remembered he said like what was it? August 3rd or 4th? I know he said it in a Twitter post, but I'm kind of blanking on it right now. For you, this summer is freaking hot, dude. I can understand what you're feeling, but summer's not that bad. It's actually fun. Plus, I'm surprised it took you this long to come in the stream. Lol. Yeah, I think it's on Monday morning. That's why I can't even see it. Oh well, let's just move on. Let's go to the weekend of here. Yeah. Okay, so that's the main schedule. Now for what you've been waiting for. How I would improve this. So we're gonna start. Okay, so this is Friday, so August 5th. Oh, okay, yeah. That's not coming up yet. I might have to show that in a regular video. I'm gonna start this at 2 a.m. Why? Well, I'll explain it later. What do you think of the new SpongeBob movie, The Search for SquarePants? I'm not interested, of course. So let's see, Looney Tunes. Honestly, if they want to have an hour like at 2 o'clock, that's fine. 3 a.m. should be Tom and. I was going to say Tom and Jerry, but do I really want to have these air this early? I mean, I guess. We could do the exact same later on in the day, but yeah, let's just do that. During the summertime, I just get upset easily because I get overheated easily. I'm not going to say anything. Okay. So yeah, after that, we get a pup named Scooby Doo. So yeah, keep this for an hour. Baby Looney Tunes, keep this for sure. Now this is for Flintstones kids as well. I can't say for this week, but if you want to keep the Flintstone kids, that's fine. Although I think you should put the Flintstones for an hour at 6, and then 7 you can have the Flintstone kids. Jetsons for half an hour. I think they should replace this with more Yogi Bear, so you can have it on for a whole hour. Tom and Jerry Tales and Tom and Jerry Show. Okay. As much as I don't approve new shows being on the channel, it's only half an hour per show, so maybe I'll allow it. Looney Tunes Show. Same ordeal. If they want to keep it, go ahead, but yeah. Maybe replace it with more Duck Dodgers, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, Duck Dodgers is still on channel enough as it's on still on the channel anyway, and which I'm glad they put on weekdays. Like, remember when they had this show on Sundays for like an hour and that was it? That was just terrible. So I'm glad they changed it up. Now we got the Scooby Doo block. Now I was thinking of this for a while now. I was thinking, what should I do for Boomerang? Should I do a 2 hour block with 4 shows, or 3 hours, three Scooby Doo shows, and then I think they should do that. They should do two classic shows for an hour each, and then if they want to have a new show, you can air a show. Only one, not like a whole bunch at a time, like how they have it here. Replace the 2014 show on weekdays with the 70 show. That's an idea. Maybe they can have that for an hour. Like let's go back. Let's actually mix this up a little bit. So you can have Flintstones for an hour. Maybe you can have the Flintstone. Wait a minute. No, Key Bear at 7 a.m. from 7 through 8. Maybe at 8 a.m. you can have Flintstone Kids, and then you can move the Looney Tunes show at 8:30, and then have the 70s version of the Tom and Jerry show at 9. Now that I think is a dope change. And then Duck Dodgers. Honestly, let's see, how long do they have of Scooby Doo? 4 hours, 4.5 hours. Okay, I'll be nice. They can keep this half hour of Scooby Doo. They can keep it. It's fine. Now what? Now like I've stated, you can have another hour of another classic Scooby Doo. Maybe are both shows back to back. Maybe. Then have another show. Wait a minute. I know I said we can keep this, but maybe if they want to, they can extend it starting at 10 o'clock, and then like Duck Dodgers can replace the Looney Tunes show. And then Scooby Doo or Are You can start. You can have another classic, and then a new Scooby Doo show. 1 o'clock, you should put in something like Top Cat, or you can have Top Cat for half an hour and Wacky Races for half an hour. Then an hour here, you can put in Captain Planet. Guess what, guys? Drake and Josh is back on Nick 90s Kids 2 channel on Pluto TV. Yeah, we knew that. Came back, your wish came true, but on Pluto TV. I don't really count Pluto TV as cable channels, obviously, because they aren't, but it's still cool. Anyways, yeah, Captain Planet, Air Up 2, Johnny Quest, Keep Here, in which I'm surprised they actually extended it to an hour. Like, that's great. I don't think Johnny Quest has a lot of episodes, so I think it's kind of cool, kind of weird and bizarre, but it's still cool. Then have an hour of Looney Tunes. Make this hour Tom and Jerry. The Flintstones, you can keep this hour. The Jetsons, you can keep this hour. And then we get more Scooby Doo. Oh boy. So I mentioned before 3 hours of Scooby Doo. I don't think they should have any more Scooby Doo. Like, maybe you can have more classic Hanna-Barbera shows. Like, I understand they lost these rights, but if they ever do get them back, I think this is exactly what they should do. They could replace this hour with Huckleberry Hound and replace this half hour with Wally Gator. And then we come to 9 o'clock, in which in your area, that's right, it would be midnight. So I was thinking of this for a long time, and I was meant to say this in my last schedule video. Replace 11 o'clock hour with Popeye. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. I was thinking this for a while. Should have said it in my last schedule video, but I was thinking this. Do you guys remember back when Christina Miller was president? She would have a classic Cartoon Network block of like 4 or 6 hours. She would air like Codename Next Door, Chowder, Dexter's Laboratory, Billy and Mandy, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Foster's Home. She also had Ed, Edd n Eddy, Johnny Bravo, Flapjack, all that. I think they should do that. They should replace a lot of this Scooby-Doo stuff with it. Because if you combine all these Scooby-Doo hours, it's like 8 or 9. That's too much. So, like, here's an example. You can have Ed, Edd n Eddy at 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock could be Courage the Cowardly Dog. 11 o'clock could be, let's say, something like Dexter's Laboratory. And then 12 o'clock, you can have, this is my time zone too. You can have, let's see, maybe like, I don't want to say the Powerpuff Girls. Maybe Johnny Bravo or Cow and Chicken. And then these other shows. Well, okay, Tom and Jerry's gonna go. The Smurfs and Popeye. I know some Top Cat fan mentioned about that. Oh, how about instead of Wally Gator and Huckleberry Hound, you can have Popeye era 8? Because you mentioned it was 11, so that'd be a good idea. And then the Smurfs. Look, I know from what people are saying with classics doing better late night hours, so maybe you could replace the 3 a.m. hour of Tom and Jerry with the Smurfs. Like, I think that'd still be okay. And that's how I would improve weekdays. Weekends, on the other hand, oh my, different story. Such a different story. She also had Flapjack. Yeah, I did say Flapjack. Benny and Marco is one of my best hilarious fan-made shows. Fan-made network, classic broadcasting network. Okay. How about 2 hours of seeing shows at 3 through 4 on weekdays? Yeah. I would prefer my idea. Have those shows air for an hour. If they want to rotate them every now and then, that's fine. But at least 4 hours of those shows. Like, that'd be a great idea. Now, as for these mornings, I'm honestly cool with them. Like, if they don't want to have these shows air on Fridays or early Saturday mornings, that's cool. But Ben 10, I think, should replace the Tom and Jerry show at 1 o'clock on Sundays. Okay, weekends. I'm going to show you how it would improve weekends, and we're going to get to some commentaries, because I think my voice is going to die soon. Okay, so Looney Tunes, you can keep this for an hour. I guess you can keep Toad and Friends, unless if it's going to leave soon, then this hour could be replaced with Tom and Jerry. Tom and Jerry Kids, you can keep there. And then we get 2 hours of Tom and Jerry. Okay, one of these hours, I think could say, the other one should be replaced with, let's say, Wacky Races or something. And then, let's see, how long does this Scooby-Doo block last? Oh, that's a 3-hour block. I think I'll accept it. Like, all these are classics. Or, how about Wacky Race? I mean, you can have Wacky Races there. That'd be cool. Are you aware that Disney Channel changed its logo? Of course I am. Looney Tunes show, I really don't feel comfortable keeping this for an hour. On here. On weekends. Maybe replace this with Jabberjaw. I know it's on Sunday mornings, or Monday mornings, if you will, but yeah. Boomerang for 4 p.m.? No, they're not going to do that. How about Wally Gator for this hour? And then you can have Tasmania for an hour. I don't mind that. 12 o'clock, you can keep Looney Tunes. 1 p.m., I don't really feel comfortable keeping new Looney Tunes. How about putting something like, what's another classic Looney Tunes show that's not named, Tasmania, Duck Dodgers, or Baby Looney Tunes? What's your opinion on a Looney Tunes show? I don't mind the Looney Tunes show. I mean, I do disagree with what Ben the Looney said about back then about it not being Looney Tunes. I know it's more of like a sitcom, but I don't mind it. It's definitely not bad. Certainly not bad. How about for 1 o'clock you can have like the Bugs and Daffy show? I don't know if they still have the rights to that, but it'd be dope if they actually did this. Then we get some more Scooby-Doo. Oh man, all this should be replaced for sure. This is a lot of Scooby-Doo. What should go in its place though? Maybe have an hour of Huckleberry Hound, have an hour of Top Cat, then maybe have an hour of like I said, CN shows don't do good during the daytime. That's right. 4 p.m. Um, hmm. 4 p.m. I can't make it Scooby Doo. I can't make it Tom and Jerry. I can't make it Looney Tunes. It has to be. Bring back. Oh, Yogi Bear. There you go. Maybe you can have an hour of the Yogi, like Yogi's Gang, Yogi's Treasure Hunt. You can do those back to back. And then. Oh, yeah, they weirdly replaced the Jetsons here. Well, alright. Then you can have the Jetsons be on at 5 o'clock. That'd be nice. Popeye. See, how is Popeye only airing earlier on weekends? Like, why can't it air earlier on other days? Like, on weekdays? Like, this is exactly the same like what Game Show Network is doing with Switch. Like, they air that show at 10 o'clock, 10:30 on weekdays, and then weekends you have it at 1 o'clock. I don't understand this. How come certain shows are showing later on weekdays, but on weekends they're showing earlier? It's just something I don't get. Yeah, according to Dave Byer, I don't understand why, but whatever. Dave Byer should be president of the Nickelodeon channels. Well, I don't think he even wants to touch Nickelodeon because he's like, ugh, these schedules are bad. I'm not even gonna touch your channel because if I change it, you're gonna fire me. What's the point? Yeah, if he puts on something old like Blue's Clues or Hey Arnold or Keenan and Kel, Nick will be like, Dave Byer, you're fired for making it better. Get out of here. I know that's effed up, but it's something true. Better yet, he should be the scheduler. Even better. Okay, let's see. Now, I know I'd mentioned the classic Cartoon Network block. I think they should do the exact same for weekends because I can't think of any other shows to be involved. They could do a 2 hour block if they like, from midnight through 2, so you can have like Codename Kids Next Door, Foster's Home, Chowder, and then Flapjack. Or better yet, just make it that exact same block from when I almost said Michael Whelan. I meant to say Tom Aschheim. Remember that block he did back in 2021? K&D, Foster's, Chowder, and then Camp Lazlo. That'd be pretty cool. And then the rest of this can stay. It's like the scheduler hate Popeye. What? Yeah, imagine if he include. No, Nick doesn't own the rights to Popeye. That wouldn't make sense. Yeah, me neither. But whatever. Unless I could think of some other classics to air from midnight through what was it, 2 a.m. I think we'll just stick with the second block, even though there's already 4 hours on weekdays, enough as is, excluding Fridays. I don't remember. I don't forget. Oh my god. I didn't forget All Grown Up. Also, ever since Nick acquired Garfield, they'd never done anything with it. Oh my god, what was the point of that? I'm talking about Boomerang, not Nick. Oh, that makes sense now. With them showing it earlier on weekdays. So what? In a way, it's like weekdays he hates it, but weekends he's okay with it. I don't think that makes any sense. Like I remembered around his earlier times, around 2023, he aired Popeye. Like yeah, he aired it pretty late at first, but he aired it earlier. Like I remembered weekdays and weekends he would show it at 8 o'clock or 11 o'clock in your locations. Just give it back to Boomerang. And Lure Speaker is back, of course. Alright, so I think I would just keep it at that. I mean, yeah. that's basically how I would improve on Boomerang. The schedule itself is good, but there's still a lot of Scooby-Doo and Looney Tunes, so I'm not going to say it's perfect. Though, before I move on to the commentaries, I'd like to show you guys something. Now, you should already know that, of course, Checkered Past stopped, but I want you to take a look here of what I did with both Courage the Cowardly Dog and Ed, Edd, and Eddy. So, let's start with Courage first. But, as you can see here, from around 2024, I did record a majority of the episodes. I don't have all of the episodes. If this thing could just work. Come on. I do have, like, pretty much a majority of the series from when it was on Checkered Past. So here's Courage's episodes. And I'm gonna move on to Ed, Edd, and Eddy over here. Also, Hulu Live also comes with a DVR just like you have. Oh, wow. Yeah, some of the specials I had to record separately because they were aired differently. Yeah, the same exact thing could go for Ed, Edd, and Eddy. Yep. Alrighty, a couple more minutes, I'm gonna get started with the commentaries. Now, speaking of Ed, Edd, and Eddy, I'm kind of glad I brought this up right now because I will be doing a commentary on my salute. Since I was meaning to do it during the 1,000 subscriber special, but you guys wanted me to do regular show instead. In which I was kind of meant to doing Ed, Edd, and Eddy. I don't know why I didn't, but that's why I'm gonna be doing it here. It's my first time properly using a DVR. Okay. Can you show us some of your Cartoon Tour recordings? I don't even have them anymore. Get rid of them. Though I could have recorded a lot of Bugs Bunny Builders. I don't know why I didn't. Yeah. Unless you guys weren't listening, but there was a motorcycle outside, so I might have to close my door. So I'm gonna go ahead, do that. I'm gonna come back, then I'm gonna get some commentaries ready. So BRB, guys. Okay, we're back. So are you planning on deleting some of your Ed, Edd, and Eddies off your DVR? Well, since I heard it might come back soon, and for a possibility of, well, since the show is actually on Amazon Video right now, it's possible I might. See, I could have tuned into this around 3 o'clock. I don't know why I didn't. So yeah, I might actually, well, here's the thing. It's only the first 3 seasons and a couple episodes of season 4, so I'll have to think about it. But that doesn't mean I'm losing interest in Ed, Edd, and Eddy. Heck no. I still love the show dearly. See, I can't believe I was on channel 11 all this time, but yeah, here's GSN. I'm so totally not going to unmute this because I don't want to get copyrighted, and we know copyright is not fun. It doesn't have it, yeah. You want to hear a funny story about CBN channel? Nick at Night is a classic show. Definitely such a classic famous show. It's probably just to make the schedule similar to Dick Byers' schedules. Okay. Now, you guys are probably wondering why I'm randomly just going to do 2 salute commentaries. Well, it's not because I want to keep it up to date with my opinions, but also because alongside Thomas the Tank Engine, Ed, Edd, and Eddy and Blue's Clues are currently in my top 3 favorites. So let's go over my vid. And yes, I'm watching some other guy that watches SML. I still am not a fan of SML, but I kind of do watch this guy's reactions because I've been watching his videos since I was younger, and I like them. Blues Clues is also part of my childhood, despite being born in the early 2010s. I'm actually surprised you checked it out. I mean, it was on Nick Jr. back then, so yeah. You should do the HD one. I didn't mean to put in looks. Oh my God, JB Films. I feel like you haven't commented for a while. It's crazy. Now, of course, before I get this started, I like to go to one of my older schedule videos. A much older one. Wait, nah, not that old. The Teen Titans Go one. There we go. So you guys remember this video here when I took a look at April Fool's Day schedule for Cartoon Network back in 2022? Well, take a look at this. Look at that view count. Look at it. 10,081 viewers. Like, that is not only the first, well, not only the first TV video to be that popular, but the first one to get 10,000 views, which is insane. And what's crazy is that this video was stuck on 7,500 views for God knows how long, and then it just randomly decided to get more viewers, in which I 100% appreciate it. So yeah, I was meant to do this in a post, but I decided, hey, why not just save it for a video? It'd be a lot more better and nicer in a way. I might start commenting more often on your channel. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, man, this stream is o'clock. Let's see. What did I say we're gonna start with? 15 and then 19. Okay. Gonna wait a couple minutes, maybe a minute and a half, then we'll get going. What's your thoughts on Boomerang's schedule in early 2021? It's okay, but there isn't a lot of variety. I don't think Tom Aschheim didn't really do a good job. And what's crazy is that he did have experience with Boomerang, but just refused to include more classics. I mean, he did air like the Flintstones, the Jetsons, Popeye, and all that, but that was only for a short while. Very sad. Okay, just another half hour. We're gonna get this going. I mean, not half hour. Oops, half minute. Dude, I'm not gonna film for that long. Heck no. Or I'm not gonna wait that long for a commentary because I know you guys are gonna click. Okay. Wow, that was crazy. All right. We're in 45 minutes into the stream, so I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple more commentaries on these two videos, and then we're gonna have to close things off. Unless if I want to. It's up to me. Let's just get going on the commentary, though. This is my commentary on my Ed, and Eddie salute. So let's see how much it has aged, because I think it has aged pretty well. So let's get going. Go. Ed, and Eddie. Oh my goodness. I now really like this show. Can you keep going for another half hour? I mean, that's how long these streams are going to go. If you guys like, I could do 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours, which was my original plan for the last one, but that did not go well. If you guys want me to stream for another 45 minutes, I could, but that's the latest I'm going. So yeah, good start here, definitely. And the reason I said I now really like the show is that I actually didn't like it for a short time, but that didn't last long, because why would I hate a great show like this? Like, one of the best and funniest cartoon shows of all time. This has to be one of the best cartoons they have ever shown on Cartoon Network. Cartoons, yeah, for sure. Can you do a commentary on one of my rants? I don't know if I really want to. Like, I don't feel comfortable using another person's video because YouTube would think I'm stealing or copywriting. I don't know if I want to do that. That's why I want to stick with my own because, yeah, it's my own videos, so they don't need to copyright me. It's cool. Can you do a commentary on Paw Patrol? I already did that, if you didn't remember. Next to Courage the Cowardly Dog. This show involves three brothers who share the same name, Ed, of course, and they're trying to get scams to get a type of candy also known as yeah, definitely next to Courage, which is also my second favorite classic CN show. Now let's explain all the characters. I really like Ed. Even though he is dumb like Patrick Star, he is just very funny. Also, guys, I need to say this too. If you've forgotten the last time I've done these commentaries, I did have the phone zoomed in more, but now it looks like I got it like figured out. I think we're just gonna keep it like this. I mean, you guys could see it, I could see it, so it's not a problem. Did you already do a commentary on Teen Titans Go? I have, but I deleted it. That was back around the time when I was trying to do these, but it didn't work out. And I feel like doing them on Livestream is better anyway. Though, guys, if you kind of want me to do another separate Livestream, but just for commentaries only, let me know. I mean, I might do that at some point. I don't know. Especially when he says his especially when he says his lines like chicken and buttered toast. It's just funny, man. Oh my gosh. Oh man, chicken and butter toast. I'm actually kind of surprised I was able to do good impressions around that time as well. I mean, now it's probably changed, which is like chicken, butter toast. So yeah, I want to see that. Well, I told you it's already deleted, but if you want me to like do an extra, I could, but I wasn't planning on doing a commentary on that. But if you really want it badly, I could do it. But again, I'll think. But yeah, you are right. He does have some good lines there. Ed's the dumb one. Ed, also known as Ed with two D's, or also known as Double D, is the smart one of the three. I decided to give up on that. I mean, showing it like this is a bit better because if it's zoomed out, it will be very shiny, and you guys might complain in the chat. Many of the cul-de-sac kids doesn't hate him as much. Well, sometimes, like Kevin, for example. We'll get to him in a sec. Yeah, Kevin isn't a very... I love Ed, and Eddie, but Kevin, yeah, he's a bit of a dork, but we'll get to him later. He's the smart one. Now, Eddie, he has to be like right in the middle or something. Cause he right in the middle? What do you mean? He's the last He's the one that comes up with the scams and always expect all the kids to make him pay quarters. Give him quarters for the candy. He always wants that in every episode. But that only happens in a couple episodes. Eddie, I would say, is right in the middle. Yeah, an episode, a big example would be Brother, Can You Spare an Ed, in which, aside from the first episode, that's literally the only episode in the series where they get to fully enjoy Jawbreakers, according to that guy that ranked the episodes from worst to best. I forgot his name. Maybe it's in the... No, it's not in the video suggestions. Never mind. Anyways, yeah. I think what I meant to say was what I meant by right in the middle. I think I mean like he's okay. I mean, he could be kind of a jerk, much like Gordon from Thomas and Friends. But yeah, I'm cool with Eddie though. He is funny. Now Johnny, oh my gosh, Johnny has to be one of the most funniest characters on the show, especially how he has his little wood thing. Little wood thing. It's called plank, dude. That's a wood thing. Plank. Oh my gosh. It's like Johnny wants to be on Blue's Clues so bad. Well, yeah, that is a good point. I mean, he talks to objects. You know who else talks to objects? Bob from Bob's Burgers. Oh yeah, Bob, you like to talk to us? Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't have a life just like with Steve and all that, but yeah, I like to talk to you. Oh, don't worry, Bob. We like you. Oh my God. There's actually been a few episodes that shows that Plank might be alive. I mean, yeah. I mean, some examples would be like look into my Eds and Quick Shot Ed. Let's not forget about Quick Shot Ed. When they took a picture of Johnny, and then when Plank was in the air, the Eds literally thought and screamed, "Plank's gone mad!" But all he's doing is falling from the air. That doesn't make any sense. But I don't care. It's funny.
He wants things to be real too. Kind of like Robin from Teen Titans Go.
Oh my God, that is just brilliant. Oh my God, Bubba, I'm glad you brought up Teen Titans Go because I actually forgotten about that. Like, yeah, Robin, he does think objects are real. In which, yeah, that whole tone of voice makes perfect sense.
We're not talking about that. We're talking about this. But Johnny's funny. And his play thing. It's not even real. He wishes it was real, but.
Oh my God. I don't think I've ever mentioned this, but I actually had a buddy from school that was a big fan of Johnny 2x4 and 4 and Plank. He would actually have that character, or those characters, if you want to say so, on his phone profile pic. Not only that, but he actually has an Ed, Ed and Eddie shirt, or it was a pic on a social media site, and in the description he said, "Don't be an idiot." Oh, that is just gold right there.
That's not going to happen. Kevin, though.
We get to this shovel chin, as Eddie would call him.
He has to be like one of the most not good of the show because he keeps calling the Eds
not good characters. You could say suckish characters. Like I don't even like Kevin. Nah, he's a dork. No one's giving me no attention. Well, that's because you're kind of spamming, dude.
dorks, and it's like
Dorks. Oh my God, that's brilliant. Hey, dork! Don't call me a dork. You're the dork. Shut up, dork.
you're the dork. You have the three strings in your head. I know Eddie has that too, but you're even more of a dork, Kevin. You're the dork.
If only, if only they would have made an opposite day type episode where all three Eds would call Kevin a dork, and then he would be like feel ashamed or something. Like I don't know what they would call that episode because it's mainly a phrase, and then they would just replace a word or two with Ed. So I don't know exactly what it would be called.
Rolf. Well, we already know about Rolf. He owns a farm with all the animals and all that.
Oh, opposite day Ed. Oh, that's a hmm. That's actually not a bad title. I mean, I like what you're thinking there.
And he keeps saying his name. Yep, just like Ubi, Elmo, Rosie, and Ice Bear from We Bear Bears.
It's funny how I mentioned We Bear Bears, you know, because the Ice Bear does say his name and it's annoying.
All those characters I hate. But out of all of them that talking correctly, I would say Rolf is like the best one.
Yeah, at least when Rolf says his name, it's funny. I mean, it's kind of a shame no other character in the show, like maybe Double D or maybe how about Ed? He'd be like, Rolf, why are you saying your name so much? Are you trying to be like the hand puppet? No, Rolf hates Ubi. But yeah, he says his name for no reason. Ed, it's because he's from a foreign country. Of course, that's why he says his name. But yeah, at least he's not like those other stupid characters that act dumb. Of course, Rolf isn't dumb. He's son of a shepherd. What's your thoughts? I already said it. It's not good.
Jimmy, though. I'm not a big fan of Jimmy because his voice is kind of annoying and he's kind of mean to the Eds.
Well, I guess in certain ways he could be. One big example would be the worst episode in the series, If It Smells Like an Ed, in which that plot twist, oh my God. Us viewers thought it'd be like Sarah or Kevin um or from what the episode leads to, Rolf. But it turns out it was Jimmy that set the whole thing up. Like that was insane right there. Talk about a twist ending, if you will.
One would say too mean, but he's just kinda. And I like how Burleasy mentioned him in his Dora the Explorer Exposed. Like, his haircut is like Boots' haircut. My gosh, that's funny.
Huh, I'm actually surprised I actually referenced Burleasy in this. Like, he did mention that. He compared him with Boots and even Elvis Presley.
But this is not the only bad thing I don't like about. I hate about Jimmy. He's friends with.
Of course, everyone's second or first least favorite character in the whole show.
Sarah. Pretty much one of the worst characters on the show. She's just like Kevin, except she doesn't call the Eds dorks. Instead.
Well, at least there's a plus. At least Sarah's not like Kevin. Although she did call them dorks in the fourth wall episode. I already know the name, but I'm not gonna say it. You guys should already know the name too.
She tries to get her brother into trouble. It's like she thinks Ed did stuff to her, especially how Eddie does stuff to her, and she blames on Ed or something. It's not right.
I mean, you do have a good point. It's not right to blame something on your family member just because someone else did it. Like, it's cool.
Next one is Naz, pretty much the dumb blonde of the group.
Well, not really. She does get a lot of attraction from the Eds, Kevin, Johnny, and I guess Plank if he had a crush. No, no. Naz hates wood. Of course, Plank wouldn't like her.
Of the cul-de-sac kids, every boy wants Naz. Ed, Double D, Kevin, and maybe Rolf. Also,
Apparently, my past self forgot about the episode "Boys Will Be Eds" because Johnny also did have a little crush on her as well.
Forgot to mention, Kevin and Rolf are best friends, so that would explain everything. Anyway.
Oh no. Probably the most weirdest characters in all of Ed, Edd, and Eddy, the Canker sisters. Oh, what's my opinion? Oh, wait. What's your favorite Blue's Clues episode? I really don't know. It's really hard to say.
The last one before the rare one, the Canker sisters. We should know them because they have always wanted to kiss the Eds. They want to make out with the Eds, but they always, like, they don't want them. And they keep trying. It's all.
Of course, they don't like them. Like, they're the freaking Cankers. They're weird.
Like, give it up already. And, drumroll please.
Of course, we have to mention the only adult in the entire Ed, Edd, and Eddy show. Eddie's big bro. Bro! Nice to see you again! Don't even touch me.
In the movie, we actually see another character, also known as Eddie's brother. And I would say he's kind of cool. But, I would say when he torture his brother Eddie, it's just kind of not right.
It's kind of not right, dude. It's 100% not right. What do you mean?
But he's still kind of cool though, either way. And I like how in the movie the Eds finally got what they deserved. That's what they should have done in the actual show itself. Anyways.
Yeah. Also, if you guys don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and go back to the Eddie's bro thing because I want to say it when he's on screen. But if you guys didn't know, this guy is actually voiced by Terry Klassen, and you might know him as he is involved with the show, and he was also in other shows like Baby Looney Tunes and even Dragon Ball Z Kai, or a Dragon Ball show. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Is he the police officer? I don't know what you're talking about. What's your thoughts on Nick Jr.'s 2018 schedule? It's actually okay. 2019? Yeah, it's decent, but right around the second half of the year, it started to suck. The first half was good.
Either way. And I like how in the movie the Eds finally got what they deserved. That's what they should have done in the actual show itself. Anyways. The animation, my gosh, the animation, it's so good. The characters are good too. And the show itself is so good. Too bad the show got canceled.
Well, the show might have ended, but hey, it had a good run. It had over 70 half hours, so 6 seasons, over 130 episodes, so it's not bad.
Now, almost 10 years. Not
The one wearing the glasses and dude, that's Eddie's bro you're talking about, the police.
who likes or hate the show, so I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway,
Why should you even bring those up? Like no one cares for those Go Animate style rants anymore.
this encourage rocks. Teen Titans Go sucks. End of salutes.
Okay, and that's it. That's my Ed, Ed, and Eddie salute. And now, time for my Blues Clues salute, in which I must give out a fun fact before I start this. But originally, this was going to be a review because I wasn't so sure on my opinion on Blues Clues back then, but I scrapped it because I was like, boy, why am I doing a review on the show? I love Blues Clues. It's part of my childhood. So I'm switching it to a salute. And I'm glad I did it. Should Rusty Rivets air on MTV Kids? If that was a real channel, I guess. Okay, he just looked like it to me for some reason. Yeah, I don't know why, but yeah. Okay, now for this, which is a little bit shorter than my Ed, Ed, and Eddie salute, but hey, it's cool. Okay, let's get this going. Play.
Blues Clues? Oh, yes. This show rocks. This show involves a green shirted man.
Green shirted man? Don't you mean green striped shirted man? I mean, you can see one literally right there.
Who goes by the name of Steve.
Ah, yes. The person that every 90s kid or 2000s kid growing up loves. I mean, who doesn't love Steve? He is basically the Mr. Rogers of the 90s, and he is so freaking cool. Yeah, sure, he does act like a dumb moron when trying to find clues, but hey, you can't hate him for that. Steve is awesome. And he's going to make a podcast soon, so yeah, you better tune in if you're a huge Blues Clues fan like me.
Who's with his dog Blue, and they just like to find clues on good adventures.
Honestly, I'm surprised I didn't find the Blues Clues pic with Blue being sad, looking at the camera and wagging her tail. That is such an iconic pic. If you guys look online for the pictures of the character, then you should know what I mean. He's also funny, yeah. If you're wondering what MTV Kids is, it's a TV channel in my AU Australian, I think, that was launched on September 1st, 2008. It was formerly a Saturday morning programming block on MTV, running from 7 a.m. through 10 a.m. Huh? So it's a real channel? It's a real channel? Huh? You learn stuff. Huh? I guess you learn new things every day. Cool. All right, let's continue.
Steve himself, he is awesome. I love Steve because even though he was kind of stupid and dumb, I just.
He's kind of stupid and dumb. That's a little bit effed up. Yeah, I know that was his character, but come on. Steve's an icon. And what's crazy is that a lot of some random Blues Clues fans, like Do Not 1999, I guess Colbert Awesome too, they just remember Blues Clues when Steve was the host. And then when Joe took over, they didn't really care so much. Yeah, Joe I'm going to get to in a bit, but Steve, though, my God, is he awesome. And I'm just happy he's still doing well to this very day. Like, there has been rumors, much like with Brett Allcroft of Thomas and Friends, where they said Steve Burns passed away or died, but that's not the case. He's actually still alive, so, whew, what a relief. Sadly, he doesn't have hair anymore, and he now wears glasses, much like with Howie Mandel, but hey, at least he's still well, at least he's still in person, we can still meet him, take clues, take pictures, drawing notebooks together, whatever you guys want to do with him at Comic-Con.
He's just cool. He's better than his stupid brother Joe, which we'll get to in a sec.
Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna break it to you right now. I don't really like Joe as much as I used to. Well, around this time, I did say I didn't like him. I did start liking him more as time went on, but now I would just say he's eh. Though I will still agree with myself. He is right.
So Steve's awesome. Blue, in my opinion, has to be cute. She's the cutest dog in history.
I mean, I don't want to say much, but I will have to agree to that. Not only that, but her and Courage are two of the best TV dogs ever. Much better than other dogs like Scooby, Brian, um, Gromit, Pluto. I don't want to say Snoopy. Snoopy's okay. But yeah, Courage and Blue, definitely two of the best dogs in TV history. Um, oh yeah, also like Jake and Huckleberry Hound. Yeah, for sure.
But Joe, I really don't like him one bit. Eh,
Well, I could admit, I could see why people don't like him, honestly. I mean, again, people remembered Blue's Clues when Steve was a host. Steve was a host. But when Joe took over, they're like, hey, who's this? And I bet that's why they made 3 episodes with both Steve and Joe, so they could have kids and even grown-ups like understand who Joe is. And even Steve's like, hey, you don't know this guy. He's Joe. He's my brother and kind of my best friend in real life. But these other viewers aren't buying it. Overall, I'm just not really a big fan of Joe now. And I think I've been doing some thinking, and it's like ever since Joe took over Blue's Clues, I think the show got a little bit more childish. Like, not only did they change the host, but also they made the show like a little bit more. Like, I know Blue's Clues is supposed to be a preschool show, but I think in the later episodes, especially with Joe, they made him a little bit more childish than they usually have. And it's not just the host himself.
especially how he's in the other show, Blues Room.
Oh, look, Adam's Cartoons is in the stream. Kind of interesting how you're here. Like, huh? I mean, time at my area is around 4 o'clock, so yeah, that's kind of nice.
Which that show is awful. Now
Yeah, he is on Blues Room as well. I don't care for Blues Room.
let's get to the characters. First characters,
Well, the 2D characters, if you want to put it. Oh, shoot.
Mailbox, and he is awesome. He gives letters to Steve and Joe in each episode, and he just has a good voice actor. I think it's Nick Balaban.
Actually, Nick Balaban hosts. I mean, he voices Mr. Salt. The voice for Mailbox is Seth O'Hickory, in which, yeah, his voice is nice for the character.
No, Seth O'Hickory, that's his name.
Okay, so I changed myself. I was gonna say, like, dude, what are you saying?
This is Mr. Salt, Mrs. Pepper, and Paprika. Mr. Salt, he's cool, and his French accent is so awesome. Magnifique. Hello, Steve.
In which, yeah, they mentioned before, like in the behind the scenes look for the 10 years of Blues Clues, they mentioned that he was supposed to have like a southern accent, like Mrs. Pepper, looks like we got some kitchen stuff to take care of, or yeah, that was his older voice, but they changed it to make it more of like a normal French accent, which I found pretty interesting.
Mrs. Pepper, she's cool. And Paprika, oh my gosh. Look at that Paprika.
Mm-mm. Okay, guys, I want you to remember this was only me back then. I don't want any criticism in the comments, please.
Isn't she cute? Yes, she is. Moving on. This is Shovel, who is actually a brother to her sister, to his sister Pale. First,
Honestly, I actually didn't understand their genders until it was mentioned in the Meet Blues Baby Brother episode, which is actually a crossover between Blues Clues and Blues Room. Kind of interesting. And it's also interesting how characters like Mr. Salt, Mrs. Pepper, Paprika, Cinnamon, Mailbox, Shovel, and Pale, and all those characters were seen in the Blues Room house. Like, that was just crazy insane to see.
for some reason, but Shovel and Pale are both cool. Tickety Talk is very cool. I like.
Oh yeah, here we go. Here's TikTok's favorite character. Oh my god.
Not only because she can count time, it's because she's a really good character. Side Table Drawer is another one of those good characters. Yep.
I mean, Side Table and Tickety, and all the other characters, I guess, are just so nostalgic. For sure.
It's like Mailbox, but instead, she doesn't deliver letters. She gives notebooks to both Steve and Joe. I won't get to those in a second.
Or if you want more of the 2019 version, she also gives notebooks to Josh as well. And I guess the other hosts as well in the UK, Portugal, or yeah, same thing, and Korea.
Slippery show.
Also in the season 5 intro of the Playroom, there's a clock that looks like Tickety. Oh, really? I've seen that intro multiple times. I've actually never noticed. Huh. Might have to pull up a random season 6 episode. Wait, season 5? Don't you mean season 6? Because season 5. Wait. No, because in the Joe versions, they zoom through the library. Yeah, yeah. So it is season 5. Never mind. I was thinking of the Blues Room intro.
Slippery soap. He's pretty okay in my opinion. He's just kind of good. I like Slippery. Slippery. Now let's get to the other minor characters.
Why do I keep saying minor characters? They are not minor. Like for Magenta, for instance, she's not freaking minor.
Magenta is Blue's best friend, and she's also cute.
Yeah. There is something like crazy that goes on with Blue and Magenta, but I'm not even gonna say it because it might it might actually ruin my childhood. I'm not gonna say it. I wonder what the Librarian season 5 intro was for. They actually never showed a behind the scenes for that. It'd be dope if they did. Like they did show behind the scenes, but they never show behind the scenes for the intros. Like seriously.
Green Puppy, I would say he's cute, but those things doesn't make him cute. But I do like the color of him.
I mean, the way the dog looks is fine, especially with the tilted ears, so it's not that bad.
And I like Periwinkle. He seems like a good character as well.
Periwinkle's a good kitty. Although some people would say that Periwinkle's kind of annoying in a way, but I don't know. I don't know why I'm saying this, but it's something that I'm predicting.
Remember, and next guys, remember when I said something about those notebooks? Well,
Yes. Wait, hang on.
I really love the show because of the notebooks.
Yes. One of the most iconic things in all of Blue's Clues, the handy dandy notebooks. Wow. In which, yes, as you've seen from my first ever stream I made, I did show off the Steve one. I did have a Josh one too. And at one point I did have the Joe one, but unfortunately it was getting old. Same with another version of the Steve one. They were getting old, so I had to toss them out. Like the plastic of the covers, they were fading away, so I had no other choice. I had no other choice. So I gotten a new copy of this one, and then I have the Josh one, of course. Unfortunately, based on where I looked at, which was Amazon, they don't have these crayons anymore, so that's kind of a shame. My guess is that it's probably an early concept from Blues Room. I guess.
Both Steve's notebook and Joe's notebook. Yes, even though I don't like Joe, I do like his notebook.
In which, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what to say about that really, but I still do like the notebooks for sure. I still agree with that opinion. I don't really like Joe that much, but his notebook is very cool. Seriously though, those notebooks are one of the most iconic things in the whole show, especially since they had variants like from episodes Blues Birthday, Blues Treasure Hunt, or Blues Big Treasure Hunt, Blues Big Pajama Party, Blues Big Holiday, Nature. Um, there's even some Joe special ones like they had Blues Big Car Trip, Love Day, um, Meet Meet Polka Dots. They had a special one in that one. Um, yeah, just the variants they use in those special episodes, that is just extremely creative. Though I'm very disappointed for the Love Notebook. Oh, hello Cole, welcome. For the Love Notebook, they never actually properly they never showed the host drawing it. It was around the season 6 episode with those stupid talking clues. And that's the thing. I love Blue's Clues, okay? It was my childhood, but I cannot for the life of me stand the talking clues. I hated them. Like all they would do is like take a few seconds to appear in the notebook. They would say some words, sing, and like it's just basically a replacement of when the host would draw it in the notebook, and then they would show the drawed clue like on top of their head, wherever side, whether it's on the left, middle, or right, and then they would say like, what does want to do with all of these? Like, man, the talking clues was a bad idea. I'm really happy they don't do it in the reboot. Like, if they ever did do it in the reboot, that'd be an instant sign of me not liking it, even if it's still Blues Clues related.
Other minor characters such as uh, Purple Kangaroo, Orange Kitten, Miss Marigold, those other characters, they're all right. Um, yeah, they're all right. Anyways, please don't dislike because of this, because I always get ad.
I have mentioned this when I did a commentary on my Wonder Pets rant. Excuse me, rant. I'm not going to mention it here, but I'm just going to mention that I absolutely dislike those things.
On this. You guys got an idea for me to show these pictures without the ads? Please type them in the comments below.
In which nobody has because maybe no one doesn't have any ideas how to. But I can't do anything to control them. I know many people would probably ask why there's those ads, but again, I can't do anything about it. I'm so sorry.
Anyways, too bad the show got canceled 12 years ago, or 14 years ago.
Oh yeah, because that was around the time of this video. 14? Actually, it was 12 because Meet Blue's Baby Brother came out in 2006. And that technically counted as an extra episode for Blue's Clues, even though they were focusing on Blue's Room around that time. Still, though, seeing them return those characters after so long is kind of cool. I'll give them that for sure.
Well, at least it's come back as a reboot, but not 2D animation. Oh. Anyways.
Well, I did mention about the reboot, and it did come out in 2019. I remembered saying that it would come out in 2018, but that was a total lie because they didn't mention anything about it coming to Nick Jr. or anything around 2018. They just waited until 2019, in which that's fine. They did reveal a few episodes on Vudu before it aired on proper Nickelodeon on television. But yeah, that's cool. I think the reason Blue's Clues and You got canceled because of Paramount cost cutting. I doubt it.
Do you know who likes the show? SpongeBob SquarePants and Thomas the Tank Engine.
Fictional characters don't have opinions on what they have in their universe. I know they have opinions, but not on random things, not a part of their universe. Unless if it's like if I was saluting on like the Fairly Odd Parents and I said Jimmy Neutron liked it. I guess that makes sense because Jimmy Neutron and the Fairly Odd Parents had a crossover. But if it's something like this, yeah, it makes absolutely no frickin' sense.
They wish they could see Blue, but she's animated. And, you know, Rachel's show, Orion, Drake Yin, I think, and...
I don't think Drake Yin hates it. I mean, he made some videos on it, but I don't know, I might be talking about the wrong person. Ryan did hate it, though, in which I understand that was his opinion, but come on, man. It's certainly better than Ubi. You could have given it a chance, but yeah. I did hear he was going to make a rant on it, but he couldn't because it was around the time where he got terminated. Kind of glad he didn't make it because, yeah, that would have been kind of bad still. I know other people made rants on it, but some of those opinions they said about him weren't valid.
Some other people, but, and Triple B 780 does too.
He used to, but he made a video commentating on like this show and all the other shows he used to hate back then, and he said he actually lost hatred. So I wouldn't say he likes Blue's Clues now. I would say he's neutral, kind of the same with Thomas the Tank Engine and the other shows mentioned in that whole video. Aside from a couple like Barney and Ubi and Jack's Spin Music Show and all those other ones.
Anyways, Blue's Clues is awesome, and so is Thomas and Friends. But Dora the Explorer is really bad.
Well, I guess it's a way of comparing these two shows, but I know some people would say, what does Dora have to do with Blue's Clues? Come on, bro. They're kind of related. Kind of. They're both Nickelodeon shows, that's all I say.
And
Mostly.
And sorry if I'm not showing the pictures of the other characters, because I don't want this to be taking a long time, so You just bring up your own. I know I used to do it back then, but not in this one.
Oh, I actually cut it off, so I'm gonna have to
Showing the
redo it.
pictures of the other characters because I don't want this to be taking a long time. So
And because I can only show like so many pictures and characters, so I guess it's kind of understandable.
you just bring up your own. I know I used to do it back then, but not in this one. Anyways, stay tuned for the next salute. Bye bye. Also, I was gonna make this into a review, but I like this show now. I really love this show, so I decided to do a salute.
Wow, so I actually did mention in this video. Wow, there's a lot of things I have forgotten that I've stated that I just state randomly without me not knowing that I have stated it. Okay, that doesn't make sense. Whatever. You guys should know what I mean.
Anyways, goodbye.
And that's it. Okay, so commentaries are done. So I think for now, I don't think you guys are really commenting much. So I'm gonna stay here for another 8 more minutes, and then I'll go ahead and close it. There's still some people in the chat, so at least it's not completely dead. Even if there was like 2 or 3 more people, like when it's the stream is like, let's say 2 hours 28 minutes, I would understand. WAP. What? I don't know if Adam's still in the stream right now, but I think what he does is he just come. Oh, wait a minute. I think what he does is he comes in, says hello, and then he just clicks off. I guess. I mean, Randall Ton Brewster and the Sin Factor was kind of was are not actually in the stream, so it's not like they're gonna cause any drama or anything. So I guess. I know, Bubba's World, you were kind of recommending me to do another commentary, but unfortunately there's no time, so I can't. Well, not even if I make it quick, it's not going to be quick. Even if it's only 3 minutes long, I would still have a lot of stuff to say, so it's probably not going to happen. What's better, Jim Cummings or Sterling Holloway? Hello, Rico Monaldo. Jim Cummings is actually Sterling Holloway's successor. I guess I'll just stick with Jim Cummings. Since both played Winnie the Pooh, Ka, and the Cheshire Cat. Oh wow. You're back, JB? Great. Who both sound almost identical. What the? Oh, who both sound almost identical. Okay. I'm back. Well, you kind of came back pretty late because I'm going to be closing this out in the next 5.5 minutes, but it's great that you're here. Now, I would have to warn this. I'm going to have to warn you guys. Aside from the next Ask episode, I'm probably not going to be uploading. Hello, welcome back, Lemby. But yeah, something I mentioned before earlier in this video, in this live. If you guys want me to do another separate stream where I do like an hour of commentaries, you guys just let me commentaries on live streams instead of regular videos is kind of a better idea. But again, that's just my. Wow, a lot of people are coming back. And it's nearly the end. It's like you guys want to tune into the last few. It's alright. I'm not going to stop you. Yeah, I know you did. For some reason, my TV won't play. It's not really going to be as fun as actually doing it. Are you going to be doing any more live streams in the future? And TVO Kids local bloopers commentary? I mean, community? I don't understand that second half, but yes, I'm definitely doing some more in the future. This is only my third one, and I'm already having a lot of fun with this. Well, technically fourth, but yeah, third one on my phone if you want to be more specific. Honestly, I must say, I'm kind of glad, well, yeah, I'm kind of glad these streams now are getting more attention because I could honestly understand why my first one on the computer didn't get much attention. Like, the only way I had to get your guys' attention for the stream is to make an actual video because I didn't have enough subs back then, nor did I have those community tabs, so this is my only other way. And what do you have to, what do you use to film your videos? Mainly on my phone, like a Samsung, what I'm using right now. I used to use a camera, but I stopped that. But yeah, since I know I could film the schedules and stuff with my phone, I just decided to. No editing, nothing like that. Just some simple videos of me searching around and giving my thoughts. Okay, I could see the numbers are going down now, and my phone is starting to get really hot, so another minute, we're gonna have to close this. But I know for one thing, once it does stop, it's going to be immediately uploading to my channel. So yeah, keep a sharp eye out for that. It might take a while, but hey, it's worth it. All right, guys, we have approached the final minute. So when are you going to make your next episode? Once again, I cannot understand your comment. I want to make a question, and how long will your questions last for until you can't answer a question? Yeah, I don't understand you. This is the final half minute, so I like to thank you guys for joining. I know certain people didn't join, but I'm not gonna complain like how I did a few years ago, because I'm not like that dumb self anymore, that jerky self, whatever. Yeah, thank you. Alrighty, guys, final few seconds. So again, thank you for watching the stream, and make sure you guys have a great day. I'll be coming back with videos sometime in the future. So yeah. Alright, guys. What's my opinion on Pingu? Not interested. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. Okay, goodbye.